Hello and welcome to the Six Hockey Player Interview Series, where we get the chance to sit down with some recent draftees from the 2021 OHL Priority Selection. And I mean, Drew, this is a very fun time. We get the chance to sit down with some recent draftees, talk a little bit about their play styles and their personal lives, and get to know a little bit more about them.
Absolutely. And today we have quite a guest, a very versatile forward, Oshawa Generals selection, Alex Hebblethwaite. Alex, thank you for joining us. And how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How are you guys doing today?
Doing pretty well.
Doing well, thank you for asking. And I mean, we'll start out pretty simply. Alex, take us through the draft process. Where were you when you got the call? Who were you with? How did that go down?
So I was at I was in my basement actually, and my agent texted me saying Oshawa was picking you up with their next selection, and next thing you know, on the TV, see my name called, and it's just a great feeling overall.
Were you surrounded by family or friends, or what was that like?
I was surrounded by two friends of mine from Burlington and my family, my mom and dad and my brother. So it was pretty great.
Nice.
Who'd that first congratulatory text come in from? Because we know that a lot of guys end up getting crazy numbers of phone calls after their name gets called.
It was mostly just from my hometown friends. They all saw my name getting called, and some of my teammates from the Mississauga Reps and everything, and coaches and everything. So it was just great to be selected by Oshawa.
Well, and in being selected by Oshawa, you join a list of players that you've played with to some extent, whether it's at the six hockey guys like Luca Morelli, or even playing in Quebec with Zilioto, a few other names like that. So, what was it like being selected by Oshawa, knowing that there's going to be some familiar faces there?
It's great knowing that I'm going to be with some people that I know because I have some chemistry with them, and just knowing them and going to camp with them, it'll be just knowing people there will be great, and to just get started there be amazing.
And you got that opportunity to cultivate those relationships here at the Six Hockey with a guy like Luca Morelli. I mean, we've seen the two of you play together. You're going to get to do that at the next level. Is there something that you're going to try to adapt from minor hockey moving forward in the chemistry that you two have?
Me and Morelli have always been amazing together. We have really good chemistry. He knows how I play. I know how he plays. He always just knows where I am. I know where he is. It's just great. We could bring our chemistry to Oshawa and hopefully light it up there.
And as we take a look at you playing, you're a great shot coming in there, short side on the goalie. How would you describe your play style, as maybe some Oshawa Generals fans might be wondering, haven't had the chance to see you play before? Is there a comparison in the NHL or anything like that that you could relate your game to?
I like to relate my game to Elias Pettersson from the Vancouver Canucks. He's a great shoot first forward. He has a great hockey IQ and has underrated speed. He's a really fast player, and he just sees the ice like no one else.
And from the clip that we saw there, you were showing off the hands a couple of times, once with the shot and then once with the dangle. Would you consider yourself more of a playmaking forward, or do you like to be that shoot first guy, the guy that's trying to put the puck in the back of the net?
I like to say I'm more of a shoot first forward. I have a really good shot, and if the pass is there, I'll pass it. But if I see the shot, I'm definitely going to take it.
And beyond talking just about the teammates, let's talk about the Oshawa organization. You mentioned that you saw your name pop up on the screen, but what was it like getting that text from your agent, hearing Oshawa would be the team, that would be the destination? What are your thoughts on the team as a whole?
It's a great team overall, great coaching staff. I've heard produces some great players going into the NHL or even like Europe professionally, and just the talent there is it's going to be amazing. It's pretty close to home, Toronto, so it's just going to be great overall.
Yeah, you mentioned the European talent that they've produced, and you've also mentioned being close to home. But I mean, Alex, you're no stranger to making some trips to be able to play hockey internationally. We've seen you get together WSI with some GTHL players that also went on to become OHL selections. We've got a fun little illustration here to just display how far away you were actually playing in some of those tournaments here. We can see your home arena at Westwood and then all the way over to France, just near the bottom of the country there. I mean, what was those international experiences like? You get the opportunity to go overseas and play against a lot of different players from different countries.
It's great just to go to a different country and see the talent over there, just to see how different it is from Toronto. And and just to see how the ice is and how the rinks are and just the talent over there. It's just great overall.
Would you say that you've tried to adapt any of those experiences to your game? I mean, we've talked about you being a skilled forward. Do you think you stole any of their skills after your time in France?
I like to, well, I like to adapt my speed to my game. It really helps out. It would help with my shooting game, and yeah, it's just to get the speed to get open ice and take a shot.
And we saw that speed on full display with your time with the Reps in the GTHL. What do you have to say about that experience, the time you spent there, and really what you're able to learn and how you developed in that organization?
The Mississauga Reps, it was a great organization. We're one of the better teams in the GTHL. Mike Canacci, the coach, he was a great coach. He taught me a lot of stuff, taught me how to play, and he taught me a lot of stuff of the game of hockey and how to use my skills to put the puck in the back of the net and just keep going and just score goals.
Well, what some people may not know is that after the 1920 season, the last season that we were able to see you compete in, Mississauga Reps were undergoing a bit of an overhaul, some players moving in and out. I mean, but you were a consistent with that Mississauga Reps team. Can you speak to what that experience was like at all? Having, you had some faces move on to play in different organizations, but Luca Morelli, who we've already mentioned was going to be coming in to play with the Reps, what was that experience like for you with all that turnover?
It was a bit of a weird experience. It was good that I knew a lot of the people that came into the team, and seeing my old coach go and coming in with a new coach, Colin Chalk, a great coach that came in. He trained us throughout the pandemic and everything that was going on. He was a great coach, and I thought if we played a regular season, we would have been a great team.
Certainly looked like it, and boy, it certainly looks like there's a lot of talent being drafted to the Generals. A lot of your teammates go elsewhere. Is there anyone from that core on the Reps that you're looking forward to playing against that maybe might have gotten drafted to a different OHL team?
I'd like to be playing against our defensemen that maybe got drafted, like Will Bray or Matthew Andonoski, because we always, the one-on-one drills we always have, it gets really competitive and stuff. I'd like to be playing against them and maybe get by them and score a nice goal against them. You never know.
You've already put on an inch or two of height and some extra strength since we last saw you playing with the Reps. Is there anything else that you've really developed or worked on that is going to transform your game, maybe make you a bit of a different player since the last time we saw you?
Definitely, yeah. I've been hitting the gym a lot, gained a lot of weight since my Bantam season. No, just been practicing my shot. Just got to get that better, and just going through the exercises to get faster, to get my edges better, just be a better overall hockey player.
Yeah, and as you try to take that next step in your hockey career, you begin to close the book on your experience in minor hockey. Is there a memory that you're going to take with you throughout the rest of your hockey career that you were able to get from either the GTHL or your time with the Six Hockey?
Yeah, definitely. I was just going to be, I guess, the memories just of the rinks, just traveling tournaments, just minor hockey is just a great experience overall. Just going around the world actually, and it's just great.
And we've talked a lot about what you bring on the ice, but off of the ice, whether it's in the locker room or in the weight room, is there something about your personality or your intangibles that a fan of the Generals would need to know to really know what they're getting in the player Alex Hebblethwaite brings to the ice?
Off the ice, I'd like to say I'm a leader. I like to bring everyone up around me, like in the weight room or anything. I'd like to help my teammates out to get bigger, to get stronger and everything. And even in the dressing room, I'd just like to lift everyone, get ready for a game or even a practice, and just get everyone going.
Yeah, you touched on it a little bit. Off the ice, what does Alex Hebblethwaite like to do to occupy himself when he's not focused on the game of hockey?
Of course, to get in the gym, but also I've been golfing recently during the summer, and yeah, that's really it. Just maybe play some basketball with some buddies, and that's really it.
Well, thank you again for your time. One last question here. Obviously, it's been a complicated system. We had COVID miss a season, lots of video missing, unable to really see what players are able to bring, especially compared to previous years. It's such a difficult time. So if you were to sum up your game very briefly, what you bring, maybe not back in Bantam, you've mentioned you've grown, the player you are now, how would you describe your play style with all the stuff you've developed over the past year and obviously your experience before that?
Yeah, I'm definitely a player with a really good shot, really accurate shot. And with that, I bring speed to excel the game and just push the pace and everything like that. And I have a really good hockey IQ. I know on the pass, I know on the shoot. And yeah, that's really it.
Well, Alex, we thank you very much for your time. It was really nice getting the chance to sit down with you, learn a little bit about the player that you are, both on and off the ice. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure. This has been another episode of the player interview series from the Six Hockey, getting to sit down with recent Oshawa Generals draft pick Alex Hebblethwaite. For Drew Frank, my name is Liam Crothers, and until next time, we'll see you then.